Imagine you're looking at Earth from space. You see forests, rivers, cities. It looks just like a normal photo, right? But here's the twist. It's not actually a single picture. That image is made up of multiple hidden layers called bands. So what exactly is a band? In simple terms, a band is just an image taken using a specific type of light. Technically, it is a specific range of wavelengths that a satellite sensor captures. Your eyes and your phone camera can only see visible light, red, green, and blue, which is why photos look natural to us. But satellites go far beyond that. They can capture infrared, thermal energy, and other types of light that we cannot see, and each of these is recorded as a separate band. To understand this better, imagine wearing different superpower glasses. One shows normal colors, another shows heat, another shows plant health, and another shows moisture. The place stays the same, but what you see changes completely. That's exactly how satellite bands work. Each band reveals something different about the Earth. Let's look at some simple examples. When we combine red, green, and blue bands, we get a true color image, which looks just like what you would see with your own eyes. But things get interesting when we use near-infrared. We can't see this light, but plants interact with it in a special way. Healthy plants reflect a lot of near-infrared light and appear very bright, while unhealthy or dry plants appear darker. This allows farmers and scientists to check crop health from space. Now think about water. In normal images, water looks blue. But in near-infrared, water absorbs the light and appears almost black. This makes it very easy to identify rivers, lakes, and even flooded areas. In geology, bands are also extremely useful. Different rocks and minerals reflect light differently, especially in bands like shortwave infrared, which helps geologists identify rock types and even locate mineral-rich areas. So you can think of bands as pieces of a puzzle. When we combine them in different ways, we get different types of information. Different satellites have different numbers of bands. Satellites like Landsat and Sentinel have many bands designed for studying vegetation, water, and soil. More advanced systems called hyperspectral satellites can have hundreds of bands, allowing scientists to detect extremely small differences between materials. Now there's one more important idea called spectral resolution, which tells us how detailed each band is. Think of it like trying to tell the difference between similar colors. If you group many shades together and just call them red, you miss small differences. That's like a wide band, which gives general information. But if you separate each tiny shade, you can clearly see the differences. That's like a narrow band, which captures fine details. For example, two crop fields might look the same in a wide band, but in a narrow band, small differences in plant health become visible. So in simple terms, wide bands give a general view with less detail, while narrow bands give a more precise and detailed view. And that's why spectral resolution is important. It helps us detect subtle differences on the Earth's surface that would otherwise look exactly the same. So next time you see a satellite image, remember, it's not just a picture. It's a powerful combination of many bands working together to reveal hidden details about our planet that our eyes alone could never see.